there, Ultizeta here, and welcome to what's gonna be a bit of a weird start for this intro, because I originally was doing a live commentary for this sequence, but then, after seeing how it went, I decided to just edit it together and do something in post instead, which is what you're hearing now, me in post commentary. Surprise! It's been a while. Anyways, Raikou. We encountered him a long time ago, and he's a roaming legendary Pokemon. And the way that roaming legendaries work, at least in this game, is that they show up on a random route, and they change routes every single time that you transition yourself. So, if you keep going around and looking around for them, you're gonna just see that every single time you're going around and you're exploring Johto, you're not gonna be able to catch up to them because they're constantly moving, constantly on the move. So basically, the point of if you're trying to go after them, you need to use a strategy that basically has you kind of like, if you think of like an intersection and they're going straight, and if you come out like the horizontal path instead of vertical or whatever. I don't know. It's making sense in my head. The point is you need to try and cut them off, and so that's the ultimate strategy that you want to use. So the strategy that I found online was to constantly fly to Violet, go in the Pokemon Center, go out, check at where Raikou or Entei are, and then basically, based on where they are, go a certain path that transitions exactly the amount of times that the legendary would need to move in order to get there as well, and hope you get lucky that they decided to go to the same route that you ended up on. And it had, what I found had this whole chart of like different options that you can go to, yada yada yada. The point is, it's annoying to get them, but it's not even the half of it really. Like, it's annoying enough to find them, but certainly possible enough. And when I finally found Raikou for the first time in this sequence, I had Satis out first because he's strong and useful. And I don't know how this happened, but I actually did manage to hit him once. I don't know how, because every other time I tried to attack one of these guys, I never hit them. Which is part of why I decided, ultimately I decided that I was going to give up on this. Because I was just not enjoying it. Like, I kept trying and trying, finding him. Once I hit him, I started to try and catch him with a Pokeball, but he's a legendary, and legendaries are incredibly hard to capture. Just flat out. To say nothing of the fact that every single turn he can move, he runs away from you. Meaning that unless you're with a move that, like, legitimately, like, paralyzes him, or freezes him in place or something, or puts him to sleep, he is running away. Meaning that every single time I ran into him, which, by the way, in between cuts, takes about 20 minutes, if not longer, every single time I was finding him, he kept running away. I got one Pokeball out and he kept running away. And I didn't want to change my team layout just so that I could capture one of these guys. It would just be way too much work. Eventually, when I was trying to do a completely different strategy and just see if I can find Entei, because I still haven't yet to encounter him, I accidentally ran into Raikou again. This is like a month later, at this point, where I'm doing this, and I decide, you know what, I'm just going to use the Master Ball, because Raikou's probably faster than Entei anyway, so if I have any chance of actually hitting Entei, then I'm going to be able to hit Entei. So, I think the Master Ball is best to use on Raikou here, so I'm like, okay. So I do get Raikou, because I use the Master Ball. But ultimately, just this whole sequence just isn't enjoyable, at least in a Let's Play sense. Like, I can see the grind being somewhat interesting in a personal playthrough. You can play it on your own time, you can do whatever you want, there's no, like, qualms about what you're capturing and what you're doing, yada yada yada, like there were from me. But as far as a Let's Play concerned, I was just bored and uninterested, and it made me not want to keep playing the game for, like, a month. Anyways, the second part of this catch the legendary beast quickly strategy is finding them in the first place, and so the strategy that I found to be useful here, found online, is go to this patch of grass by Violet City for about 20 seconds, and then afterwards fly to Mahogany and go left there, and explore that patch of grass for 20 seconds. Not 20 minutes. And it does work. Like, the strategies I found, they do work. There's no question about that. I did find Entei. It only took about... I think it only took about a half hour before I finally found Entei, which is pretty remarkable considering that it's so random how you actually get these guys. So I can wholeheartedly recommend that. I should also mention that because I'm not getting Entei, I'm not going to be able to get Ho-Oh, because in order to find Ho-Oh at, I think it's Tin Tower, you have to have Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. I don't know if you have to have them in your party, or if you need to have them just in your Pokédex, but the point is you have to have them. And because I never got Entei, I'm not going to be able to get Ho-Oh, and because I'm not getting Ho-Oh, I decided that I'm not going to be getting Lugia either. So, this is all you're going to really be seeing of Entei here, is this first encounter where I finally find him for the first time, and I'm like, okay, well I have Kloop out, and Kloop's not going to be able to do anything to him, so I'm just going to throw a Pokeball at him and see what happens. Plot, spoiler, nothing happens. He's full health, and it's an Ultra Ball. Nothing happens in the slightest. And so, since he fled, now I go back to using the original strategy of trying to cut him off. I eventually find him again, and here's where my heart gets broken. Because I'm like, okay, well, I have Satis back out, so Satis is going to be able to hit this guy, right? I'm going to be able to do damage, maybe be fast enough? Nope. So, at that point, I'm like, okay, if it's random chance that I'm going to be able to hit them in the first place, this is not going to be enjoyable. I don't want to do this. And I wasn't having fun, and I was just tired. And this was my last sort of effort of, like, trying to put that together to just do it. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, I just don't. So, I sort of half also continued to explain it when live commentary starts up in about a second, so here's that. Bye-bye, but yeah. Hey there, Ultizeta here, and welcome back to live commentary, live commentated footage. Yeah, it's a shame that what I ended up wanting to do with all the legendary stuff decided to end up being complete bullshit and stupid and not fun in the slightest. And emphasis on that being the reason why I gave up. It was not fun. Like, I've been having such problems with, like, enjoying things, and, like, problems with forcing myself to do things, and whatnot, and yada yada yada. The point is, I just wasn't having fun trying to do the stuff that I was trying to do, and so ultimately, this is just the main reason why I wanted to just move on with my life. So anyways, what am I doing here now? Well, normally I would just be like, well, if I'm skipping the legendary stuff, then there's only really one other thing for me to do in this game, and that's fight the final trainer and be done with this, and all that stuff. But there is one other trainer that I didn't even realize existed as a thing you could do. Just kind of flat out, I did not know it was around. So, we're headed to Mount Moon to do that, basically, is the point. And then, once I've done that, then I'll be like, okay, well, I'll explain it afterwards later. Okay, Rock Throw's not very good on coughing. Thought it might, I don't know. I'm not smart, and it's also been like a month since I last played, this game, because trying to capture the legendaries was that disinteresting to me that it made me go, I don't really want to play this game for over a month. Like, yeesh. Roaming legendaries suck. I'm just not interested. No, thank you. So it does mean that I'm not gonna be getting any of the other legendaries. I'm not gonna be getting Lugia and Ho-Oh. I probably could get Lugia, but I don't really quite see the point in getting Lugia if I can't get Ho-Oh, especially because I already have a Lugia because of my Soul Silver playthrough. Like, I have a Lugia in my Pokemon, like, bank and stuff. So, like, the one that I would actually care about actually capturing is Ho-Oh. And I can't get Ho-Oh without getting the Roamers first. Because in order to gain access to Ho-Oh, you need Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. And I only have Raikou and Suicune. So either way... Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. It's been a while, Ulti. Since I lost you, I thought about what I was lacking with my Pokémon, and we came up with an answer. Ulti, now we'll show you. Circon's harnessing his inner Sonic the Hedgehog. Now he'll show us! So, this is sort of the final battle against Circon, your rival. My rival. Though it's also, like... It's also partially awkward because it's like... It's not the actual final fight you can have with Circon, but like... In what I read, it sounds like it's like a sort of... What's the word? It's an optional, rematch fight, basically. Apparently at Indigo Plateau, according to Bulbapedia. I don't know what that fight is, I don't really care. I'm only doing this so that, like, I have some sort of content for this episode as well. But it is neat that there is another version of the rival battle that I didn't know about. I never fought this in the Gen 4 remake. I didn't know it existed until I just stumbled across it. So... here we are now. I figured, why not have a little bit of fun, you know? Poison, yeah. Sorry, it's just been a while since like I said, it's been a while since I've played, so I'm just, like, trying to think, what are things about Pokemon again? What can I do, essentially? I am a bit over-leveled for this, though. He's not exactly a strong boy. But any and all, anything is good, really. Arguably. Was this guy a Magneton before? I honestly don't know. I should be getting Kloop some experience here, honestly. I probably should have used Kloop against the Magneton, but it just, like, I just saw it and I was like, I'm gonna dig it. Because that's how I always react to that thing. I don't mind that curse ability, honestly. That gives me less damage to deal to him. Nice! Full experience for Kloop there. Definitely a positive. I'll leave Kloop out. He's not gonna take damage anyway. And I got things that can deal with a psychic type. I guess. Oh, of course. Cool. You know, it's really annoying that Fury Cutter is my only bug move, because, like, I can't, like, use it multiple times. In situations like this. It would be too much. Well... this is rude of you to do this to me. But I guess I accept Satis's fate. I don't really need him for the Meganium anyway. Let's see if we can get Clue Ball the experience. Of course, right. Alakazams have recovered. That's how these things always work. It's how you annoyances always work. Did the curse go away? It didn't seem to do any damage to me. Huh. Well, alright. Meganium! Magnesium! Burn alive, please. Your Razor Leaf is not going to be effective on my hard fire shell thing. Mwahaha. This will be some good experience. 2005. Shoutouts to 2000. Shoutouts to Shadow the Hedgehog, which released in 2005. What an appropriate ending for Zircon. You won fair and square. This isn't the end. I'm gonna be the greatest Pokemon trainer ever, because these guys are behind me. One of these days I'm gonna prove how good I am by beating you. Okay. Well, that was nice. Alright, now then, yes. Okay, so... at this point, there's only one thing... I don't want to go through Victory Road. I have Max Repel, so I'm just going to use one. This place is annoying, and I'm kind of sick of it. There's an item here that I never found, because I never dropped down that hole. Okay. Okay, so I can go this way now. Route 28. Over this way are apparently very strong wild Pokemon. That's a good sign, honestly, if they're beating my Repel. Oh, it's just because I have Kloop out in front anyway. That's why. Well, either way, the point is, I can come over here and do stuff now. Okay, let's just let someone else take care of this. Okay, so what I'm doing over here is basically... this place gets unlocked once you have the 8 Kanto badges. to the convenient Pokemon Center to get all healed up. As is very incredibly useful. What's this old lady say, I wonder? Trainers who seek power climb Mount Silver despite its many dangers. With their trusted Pokemon, they must feel they can go anywhere. Sure, something like that. Anyways. Mount Silver is a place where you need Flash. I'm gonna have some problems going through this first room, because I'm not gonna be using Flash. But luckily for me, maps exist. Anyways, point is, when I next meet you guys, my Pokemon team are gonna be much higher level. By about approximately 30 levels. Well, 30 for Kloop, about more like 20 for the rest of these guys. So I'm gonna be doing an off-screen grind to get them more appropriate to the level that I'll need them at. And I'm just gonna be mainly grinding on here, and probably also maybe the Elite Four itself. Like, doing rematches of that and stuff. Point is, I'm gonna be grinding a lot. It's gonna be all off-screen. And once I reach a point where I am comfortable with my levels, I will be doing the final battle in the next episode. I'll be getting there, and then doing the final battle, and then we can call this Let's Play done. Something I've wanted to do for a year and a half now. So, see you guys in the next episode for more Pokemon Crystal.